guys, I'm Janaya. Welcome back to my channel, Nails on a Dime, and today I'm back with another video. So today is going to be a tutorial video. I know I've been MIA, like always, but I'm back and I'm better, and I'm going to be coming back with more tutorials and more videos that you might find interesting. So this video is just going to be like a basic video, nothing too special, nothing too spectacular, but I know a lot of people are working with the practice hands and are struggling, like how I was when I first started. So I'm pretty much gonna give you a demonstration on how to do nails on the practice. The first thing is I have my clippers. You can have a nail cutter, whatever it is, and you're pretty much gonna cut down that plastic part. Okay, so after you did that, you can go in with a nail file. Boom, my little old nail file, or you can go in with an e-file. This is my e-file from Melody Susie, and it comes with these drill bits, but as you see, I don't use them. But you know, I can't even get open. But you see, you have sanding bands. This is more coarse and this is more fine, and pretty much when prepping a nail, you always want to use the finer one, not the one that's too rough, because you don't want to take away too much of that top layer of the nail. So pretty much I went in with my sanding band bit, and I just remove that top layer. So I just go and removing the top layer by going boom, boom, boom. You want to make sure you're not spending too much time on this process, because like I said, you do not want to remove too much of that top layer. Also, when it comes to e-files, there's different drill bits. Let me clean this up for y'all. Alright, so I have these drill bits here. So pretty much for the prepping process, I only use this. I go in and remove the shine. I go in with this piece right here and remove all of the dead skin around the cuticle. And then I go in with this and clean up the cuticle, pretty much removing all that excess cuticle. I don't use cuticle nippers because I'm just afraid that I'm gonna cut the client, so I just stick with this drill bit and just call it a day. Okay, so when prepping, also, like I said, I use my sanding band. I only use this with actual clients, because if I use this on the practice hand, the nails don't stick. So if any of you guys are like filing with an e-file and the nails just don't stick, it's because you gotta use a nail file. So pretty much when I file it, I go like this, and I'm very rough with it because it's plastic, y'all. Like, you guys can't be afraid to actually like file the top layer of the nail. I'm making sure I'm getting all of that shine. Y'all see? That way the glue and the nail has something to stick to. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the shine of all these nails, and then we're gonna come back. So when it comes to picking tips, you wanna make sure that the tip reaches from sidewall to sidewall. Like this nail right here is perfect. It goes from sidewall to sidewall. That's the key when it comes to picking the perfect nail size. Say I pick this one. And don't judge my nails, y'all. You see, it doesn't reach sidewall to sidewall, so you're gonna have that gap. That gap right there is gonna show when you apply the acrylic. But with the practice hand, you want to just go up a size, because you want it to lay flat. You see this one, this does reach from sidewall to sidewall, but it doesn't lay flat. There's still like that part right there. Hold on, let me see something so I can demonstrate. You see, if it's laying flat, you still have like that hump right there. That's what it looks like on the nail. So with the practice hand, you always want to go up a size and just cut down. And that's also another tip, like if your nails are not sticking, it's because you need to go up a size with the tip. I'd just rather be safe than sorry by using a large tip and just cutting it. And you see? So the first shape I'm gonna start off with is square, and I do recommend you guys do invest in a straight edge nail clipper, because the one that's curved, you're just gonna get a curve, you know? But if I'm going in here and just cutting straight down, you have a straight line. Okay. So now I'm gonna go on with my file, and I'm holding my file at a straight angle because this is square. You don't want to have it curved. You don't want to focus on this part. You want to get from the whole side. And if you want to taper square, I'll show you a taper square, but for right now, we're just gonna do regular. All right, so my tip too for all of my students, I tell them that I always recommend that they just go ahead and sand off that top layer, because it's easier to see when that layer is sanded off than having to work on a clear nail. I don't know, it's just my tip, so it helps me. And while I sand off that layer, I'm going ahead and smoothing out that line from where the tip meets the natural nail. That way, when you go in and apply the acrylic, there's a smooth transition. And you see how I'm supporting the nail? Oh, I'm supporting the nail. I'm holding it, and I'm holding the client's nail, because when you're just like this, filing it, it hurts the client, especially like after the acrylic's applied and you just have like a long nail and you're just filing it, it hurts, y'all. So you just want to just give the client and the nail some support. And even then, if you don't give it support, the nail might break in half if you're being too rough. I know I'm a heavy filer, so I just go ahead and just support the nail. This looks more like a little bit of Coffin, but like I said, I'm focusing on this area because you can see it's rounded on the sides. So I'm gonna just go ahead and shape them up by going in the front and back motion. And that's the movement you want to make whenever you want to sharpen the sides. Going up and down is shaping. This is sharpening. Okay, so there you have a square. Next, we're gonna do Coffin. So again, I'm just starting off with the basic square. So here I'm going in. Also, for those that do struggle with shaping, I highly suggest you do the Sharpie method. So pretty much you see right here is the middle. So say you was doing stiletto, this is where the point would meet. You see, that's a stiletto in a sense. But we're doing Coffin, so you start from right here and right here. You don't want to go too far, because just how like you have that gap when you pick a nail tip that's too small, you would end up with that gap if you cut too much off. So pretty much I'm just going down. Okay. I need some new nail clippers, y'all. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and file this off. So you see, that's what you're left with. Now you're going in and you're putting all your focus in this, because you're bringing this inward. This is square. You want to keep that square, but you just want to bring this down to a coffin shape. So as you see, like I'm focusing on that part right there. But now you see I have the shape that I want, but it's not sharp. So I was going in my up and down motion, but it's not sharp enough for me. So now I'm gonna go in my forward and back motion to make it sharper. Okay, so you see how this side is sharper than that side? I don't know if you guys can really tell. It's not that big of a difference, if none at all. But this part has like a little round, and this one goes straight up. So we're just gonna go ahead and match it. And it's okay if you need to like pull out your Sharpie, even over client, just let them know like you're practicing and you're learning and you just need to use a Sharpie to help the guy with Coffin. But with time, it becomes easier and you will no longer need the Sharpie. Next, we're gonna do Stiletto. Again, I'm cutting off the sides. But pretty much you just wanna pinpoint the middle. Okay, so you can tell like this right here is the middle of the nail. So you just wanna draw an imaginary triangle in your head. You see, like I'm just drawing it in my head. I'm gonna just cut along those lines. So I'm gonna go all the way down, making a V, and you see how I'm bringing my clipper in at an angle? All the way down. Okay, so you get something like this. Then you want to go in alternating sides. You see how I'm supporting the nail? And the whole time I'm focusing on this area. Remember, we want to keep this square. So if you cut this off, this is still square. And you just want to bring it into a point. So I'm spending most of my time in this area. You see? You see how it slowly comes to a point? But you see, this is rounded. I don't like this. I like mine sharp and crisp. So now I'm gonna go in this forward and back motion. And then you have Stiletto. So after this, you're gonna go in and dehydrate and prime. My tips are already blended because I did that while I was filing, except for this one. But you can go in with your sanding band and just go over the top. Then you're gonna dehydrate and prime, and then you're ready for your application. That's all for this video, you guys. Thank you guys for watching. And if you guys have any video suggestions, tutorial suggestions, anything like that, go ahead and leave it in the comments down below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at thebougie.salon, and also like and subscribe to my channel. See y'all in the next video.